Morning, dear students. In the last lecture, we have discussed the first law of thermodynamics and specific heat and what is phase diagram. We have learned these topics. Today, let us discuss application of first law of thermodynamics. In the application of first law of thermodynamics, we need to derive a important relation, that is relation between the Cp and Cv. So before going to derive that relation, we should know what is Cp and what is Cv. So Cp means, in the last lecture we have also discussed the specific heat. Specific heat at a constant pressure is denoted by Cp and specific heat at a constant volume is denoted by Cv. So what is specific heat? Specific heat is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a substance to 1 degree centigrade. We have defined the specific heat like that, and the specific heat expression is C is equals to Q divided by M into delta T, where Q is amount of heat required, M is 1 mole of a mass or a unit mass, delta T is unit degree Celsius, amount of heat required to raise the temperature of unit mass by unit degree Celsius. C is equals to Q divided by M into delta T. And example of the specific heat of water is what? C is equals to 4.25 per degree Celsius per gram. The meaning of that is the amount of heat required to raise the temperature of 1 gram of a water to 1 degree Celsius is 4.25 heat, that is 4.25 per gram per degree Celsius. That is what specific heat. If the specific heat is calculated at a constant volume, that is Cv, and specific heat capacity at constant pressure is Cp, Cv and Cp. So now today let us derive the relation between Cp and Cv. Let 1 mole of a gas be heated at a constant volume so that its temperature increases by an amount dt. Whenever we heat a gas or a liquid or a fluid, the temperature is going to increase, right? So when 1 mole of a gas be heated at constant volume, now the volume is fixed, that is constant volume, so its temperature increases by which amount? By the amount dt. The small temperature increases, that is what? Dt. Since the volume is constant, the heat supplied increases its internal energy and there is no external work done. As we have discussed, the internal energy increases by two modes or by two methods. One, either by change by doing some work or by applying some heat energy. Whenever we heat the gas, temperature increases, internal energy is also going to increases because of the heat supplied. The internal energy increases, but there is no external work done because volume is fixed now. Volume is fixed means work done means what? If you do some work on a gas, either you should expand the gas or you should compress the gas. ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ನಾವು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಆಫ್ ಎ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಒಂದು, ಬೈ ಹೀಟಿಂಗ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್, ಆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಅದರದ್ದು ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿಯನ್ನು ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅನದರ್ ಒನ್ ಬೈ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ವರ್ಕ್. ಅದು ಪಿಸ್ಟನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲನ್ನು ನಾವು ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಒಂದು ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪಿಸ್ಟನನ್ನು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಪಿಸ್ಟನನ್ನು ಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರ ಮೂಲಕ ಐದರ್ ನಾವು ಗ್ಯಾಸನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಆರ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದಿ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್. ನಾವು ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಐತಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಬರೋಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ನೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು? ಬೈ ಅಪ್ಲೈಯಿಂಗ್ ಸಮ್ ಹೀಟ್. ಹೀಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್. ದೆನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡೇವಿ? ದ ಹೀಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈಡ್ ಈಸ್ dq is equals to Cv into 1 into dt. That is Cv into dt. Because Cv is what? Cv is specific heat capacity at constant volume. That is Cv. And Cv is the definition or the expression for Cv is equals to dq divided by m into dt. where dq is equals to, if you want the value of heat, dq is equals to cv into m into dt. As the expression for cv is equals to dq divided by m into dt. You want dq now, the heat applied. dq is equals to cv into m into dt. These factors, the factors in the denominator goes to numerator and they will multiply with the cv, so that cv is equals to m into dt, where mass of the given substance is 1 mole of a gas, so that m is equals to value is 1, cv into 1 into dt, that is what heat applied. dq is equals to cv into dt. Hence increase in internal energy is, increase in the internal energy, du is equals to cv into dt. How we got this expression? As we have discussed here, whenever you give heat or you apply some heat, you supply some heat to a system, its internal energy increases. So what is the increase in internal energy? Increase in internal energy, du. Internal energy is denoted by U. du stands for increase in the internal energy or change in the internal energy. du is equals to cv into dt. It is because of the first law of thermodynamics. What the first law of thermodynamics says? The statement of the first law of thermodynamics is, the heat applied to the system is sum of increase in internal energy and external work done on the system. External work done by the system, increase in the internal energy, togetherly that is equal to heat supplied. dq is equals to du plus dw. As there is no external work done, ಯಾವುದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ವರ್ಕನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ. ಸೊ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಡಿ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ 0. dw is 0, then dq is equals to du. As we got the value of dq, heat supplied is cv into dt, so therefore du is equals to what? cv into dt. Let us call this as a equation 1. ಹೀಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಸಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂತ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಡಿ ಯು ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ, heat supplied to the system is equals to sum of increase in the internal energy and external work done. dq is equals to du plus dw ಐತಿ, where dw ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವರ್ಕ್. ನಾವು ಯಾವುದು ವರ್ಕನ್ನೇ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡೇವಿ, ನಾವು ಗ್ಯಾಸನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ. ವರ್ಕ್ ಡನ್ ಏನೈತಿ? 0 ಐತಿ. ಡಿ ಡಬ್ಲ್ಯೂ 0 ಆಯಿತು. ಸೊ ಡಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ಇಸ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ಸ್ ಟು ಡಿ ಯು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿ ಕ್ಯೂ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೈತಿ ಬೈ ದಿಸ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ರೆಷನ್, that is specific heat capacity is equals to heat divided by m into dt. Therefore heat is equals to specific heat into mass into temperature. dq is equals to cv into m into dt, where m ಅಂದ್ರೆ 1 mole ಇತ್ತು. ಸೊ dq is equals to ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಳಿತ್ರಿ? cv into dt. ಅದೇ dq ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ dw 0 ಆಯಿತು. du is equals to ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂತು? dq, that is du is equals to dq, and the dq value is what? cv into dt. So therefore du is equals to cv into dt. Let us call this as equation 1, where cv is the molar specific heat at constant volume. Now 1 mole of some gas is heated at constant pressure. Initially we have taken constant volume. Now let us take at a constant pressure. Constant pressure P, so that its temperature increases. As we have supplied some heat here at a constant pressure, its temperature increases by the amount dt. Now the heat supplied is again by this expression, that is specific heat capacity at a constant pressure, Cp is equals to dq divided by m into dt. Therefore dq is equals to cp into m into dt, where m is 1 mole of a gas. So therefore dq is equals to cp into m is equals to 1 into dt. dq is equals to cp into dt. Let us call this as a equation 2, where cp is molar specific heat at a constant pressure. If dV is increase in the volume during this process. In the second case we have kept the pressure constant. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮನ್ನು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ಕೇಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಪ್ರೆಷರನ್ನು ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ತೊಗೊಂಡಿವಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಮೇ ಚೇಂಜ್, ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂಮ್ ಡಿ ವಿ is taken by this expression. Work done is equals to dw, work done is equals to pressure into change in the volume. Small work done dw is equals to p pressure into dv. P into dv, where p is pressure, dv is change in the volume. By applying some pressure, you have done some work so that there is change in the volume. Then the work done is equals to pressure into volume, change in the volume. That let us call this as equation 3. According to first law of thermodynamics, dq is equals to du plus dw. That is, dq is amount of heat supplied to the system is sum of increase in the internal energy and external work done by the system. dq is equals to du plus dw. Let us call this as a equation 4. Now from equation 1, 2, 3 and 4 we get, what are the equation 1? Equation 1 is increase in the internal energy, du is equals to cv into dt. Equation 2 is heat supplied to the system at a constant pressure cp. So therefore dq is equals to, we got cp into dt, that is second equation. And the third equation is, as we at the constant pressure there may be change in the volume and we have done some work by applying some pressure, that work done dw is equals to p into dv, that is equation 3. And equation 4 is first law of thermodynamics. By equation 1, 2, 3 and 4 we get cp into dt, that is, what is dq here? dq is cp into dt, value of dq, substitute from equation 2. dq is what? cp into dt. Therefore this equation 4 becomes dq value is cp into dt is equals to du is what? du is increase in the internal energy. Let us take that by equation 1. du is equals to what? Value of du is cv into dt. So substitute here, du is equals to what? cv into dt plus dw, that is external work done. The external work done is by applying some pressure, dw is equals to p into dv. dw is equals to p into dv. Let us call this as a equation 5. Now the ideal gas equation for 1 mole of a gas is pv is equals to RT. Ideal gas equation, you learn about this in detail in the chapter 11th, and also in the 13th chapter you have ideal gases and ideal gas equation, kinetic theory of gas, thermal properties of the matter. You learn there in detail. Now let us take this equation here, pv is equals to RT. Now differentiating both sides with respect to t. pv, p stands for pressure, v stands for volume, r is a gas constant and t is temperature. The value of gas constant r is 8.31 joule per mole per Kelvin. It is value of gas constant. R stands for gas constant. PV is equals to RT. It is a ideal gas equation. Now differentiating both sides with respect to T. With the variable temperature T, let us differentiate on both the sides. So that differentiation of d by dt of PV, that is the LHS side, is equals to differentiation d by dt of RT. Now where P and R are constant, here pressure P is constant, R is constant, so that equation becomes P is a constant, let us keep outside, P into dV by dt. P into dV by dt is equals to R. Differentiation of T with respect to T is what? 1. P is a constant, we have kept outside, P is a constant. Then differentiation of V with respect to T, differentiation of volume with respect to T is equals to this side. On the RHS side, R is a constant, let us keep outside, so that R as it is. And next term is differentiation of T with respect to T, that is value is 1. So we got P into dV by dt is equals to R. Therefore P dV is equals to R dt this side. P dV by dt is equals to R into, let us send this dt to this side, RHS side. We got P dV is equals to R dt. Let us call this as a equation 6. Now from equation 5 and 6. Equation 5 is what? In the first law of thermodynamics, the dq is equals to du plus dw. We have substituted the value of dq, Cp into dt, value of du, Cv into dt, value of dw, that is P into dV. We got this equation, Cp into dt is equals to Cv into dt plus P into dV. Equation 5 it is. Now from 5 and 6. Equation 6 is what? P into dV is equals to R into dt. On differentiating this ideal gas equation, we got this much. P into dV is equals to R into dt. So substitute the value of P into dV, that is R into dt, in the equation 5. From 5 and 6, Cp into dt as it is, Cv into dt as it is, plus, but in the place of P into dV, we have the value R into dt. So substitute here, P into dV is equals to R into dt. Substituted P into dV is equals to R into dt. On both the side, in each factor we have a term dt. In each term we have this dt factor. We can cancel this. Take common dt here, and here also dt is there. So dt and dt get cancels on both the side. Dt is there. In this factor also dt is there. Here also dt is there. So we can take common dt here. Dt and dt get cancelled. Remaining is what? Cp. The remaining term is Cp here. Here Cv and here R. So Cp is equals to Cv plus R. Therefore Cp minus Cv is equals to R, where R is what? Gas constant. Cp is specific heat capacity at a constant pressure minus specific heat capacity at constant volume is equals to R, that is gas constant. This is the relation between the specific heat capacity at constant pressure and specific heat capacity at constant volume. Hope you understood the relation between Cp and Cv. Cp minus Cv is equals to R. Now let us discuss another topic, thermodynamic process. Any process in which thermodynamic variables of a thermodynamic system change is known as thermodynamic process. Thermodynamic process is a process in which what should change? Thermodynamic variables of a thermodynamic system should change. So what is thermodynamic system? A system under study, a system under consideration, a system about which we are going to learn. That is what thermodynamic system. What are thermodynamic variables? Thermodynamic variables are temperature, volume, pressure, etc. are the thermodynamic variables. So as the process has taken place, ಒಂದು process ಆದಾಗ ಅದೊಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಗೈತಿ ಅಂದರೆ ದೇರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಸಮ್ ಚೇಂಜ್. ಏನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು? ಥರ್ಮೋಡೈನಮಿಕ್ ವೇರಿಯೇಬಲ್ಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. A process in which thermodynamic variables of a thermodynamic system change is known as thermodynamic process. Types of thermodynamic process. The first one is isothermal process. Isothermal. Here name itself says that. Iso means what? Same. Thermal means temperature. Same temperature process. The meaning of this is same temperature process. Iso means same. Thermal means temperature. Isothermal process means a process in which pressure and volume of a system change at a constant temperature is called isothermal process. Same temperature, constant temperature. But what changes? Which factors change? Pressure and a volume of system change, but the temperature remains constant is known as isothermal process. A process in which pressure and volume of the system change at a constant temperature is called isothermal. In this case, pressure P and a volume V change, but T temperature remains constant, so that change in the temperature dt will be 0. dt is what? Change in the temperature. As the temperature is constant, change in the temperature will be 0. For isothermal process to take place, the following conditions must be fulfilled. There should be pre-exchange of heat between the system and its surrounding. All walls of the container and the piston must be perfectly conducting. ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ದು ಮತ್ತು ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗಿಗೆ ಆರ್ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿಂದ ಅನದರ್ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿಗೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. ಹೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಿರಬೇಕು ಅಂದರೆ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಏನಿರ್ಬೇಕು ರೀ, ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ದೇರ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ heat that allows the exchange of heat. ಫ್ರೀ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿರೋದು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗಕತ್ರ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಉಳಿಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಹಂಗೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮಿಗೆ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸ್ಫರ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಹೀಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು. ಹೀಟ್ ಸ್ಟೋರ್ ಆದರೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ನಮಗೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂದರೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು. ಹೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಲ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಟೈನರ್ ಏನಿರಬೇಕು, ಕಂಡಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. The system should be compressed or allowed to expand very slowly so that there is sufficient time for exchange of heat between the system and its surrounding. ಆ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮನ್ನು ನೀವು ಒಂದು ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಆರ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಫ್ಲೂಯಿಡ್ ಇರಲಿ, ಅದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಆರ್ ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಅದರ್ವೈಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟಾಗಿ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಮೇ ಅರೈಸ್. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಆ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿನೂ ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ, ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರು ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಆಗ್ತೈತಿ. ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿರೋ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರನ್ನು ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೈತಿ. ಸೊ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ರೇಟ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಉಳಿತೈತಿ. A system should be compressed or allowed to expand very slowly so that there is sufficient time for exchange of heat between the system and its surrounding. ನೀವು ಸಡನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ರಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಹೀಟ್ ಯು ಅಪ್ಲೈಡ್, ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ದ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಚೇಂಜ್, that will directly transfer or that will store. But to maintain the rate of the temperature constant, the system is allowed to compress or expand very slowly. ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪಾಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವ್ರು ಸ್ಲೋಲಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಾಂಪ್ರೆಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸಿನ್ಸ್ ದೀಸ್ ಟು ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಫುಲ್ಲಿ ರಿಯಲೈಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್, ದೇರ್ ಫಾರ್ ನೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್. ಬಟ್ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ಫುಲ್ಫಿಲ್ ಆದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯಿತು. ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, ಆಟ್ ಅ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಆಗೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಅಂತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಉಳಿದಿರೋ ಯಾವುದರ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಐತಿ ಏನಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಆ ಥರ ಯಾವುದೂ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ದೇರ್ ಫೋರ್ ದೇರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್. ಇದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅನ್ನೋ ಐಡಿಯಾ ನಮಗೈತಿ. ಬಟ್ ಆ ಥರ ಯಾವುದು ರಿಯಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ. ನೋ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಐಸೋಥರ್ಮಲ್.